Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Well, things are good for you out there in that planet of ours. Yes, thank you to most recent subscribers to our channel. Brilliant, thank you for the support. Thank you, we really do appreciate it. Yes, and the content for today, what we're doing now is let's talk about video. And what we're going to be talking about is COVID, not just the virus, the injection. Boy. But yes, yeah, if you want to make any comments about this, put in the comments below and let us know your experiences through it, and if anyone you know who've had reactions to the injections, because I most definitely have had people react to it, and I truly believe from when they had their jabs, there was 5 people who I knew who had the injection 3 months later, and this is the truth, 3 months later they passed away. Not at the same time, you know, at different times of them having their jabs. To do with work, apparently their work, their company said that they had to have the injections.
Or lose their jobs, didn't they?
Or lose their jobs, yeah.
I think a lot of it was like hospital staff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, carers who were working with elderly people.
Yeah, vulnerable people who are working with people
yeah.
who are, you know, susceptible to illnesses and stuff like that. I mean, I was a home delivery driver at the time when it was at its peak, and I was told that I should really have the injection for my own safety, but I refused. I said, no, I'm going to be fine. I'll wear my mask, have the jab and that. So I refused, even to this day, to have that jab. And even, I've never had the flu jab, and I was meant to have that when I turned 50. And I refused that too. And the doctor at the time said, Mr. Rodman, why are you refusing the flu jab? Because where does it say, I have to have it?
It's your own human right, isn't it, if you don't want something?
It's the thing. Where does it say for you to have any type of injection, really? Where's the law that forces you to have it? Because there's none.
It's your body, isn't it, really?
It's your choice. As long as you look after yourself properly, you don't need none of those injections in your body. You know, I've survived all these years.
But you know what, as well, you've got to remember, it's vulnerable people.
I know.
They have to have it, Andrew, because the immune system can't cope with stuff, can it?
No.
You know, you get to a certain age and all your immunity seems to disappear.
But look how people have reacted to it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that.
This is the thing.
Because there wasn't enough known about stuff, was there? You know, going back to COVID, there wasn't enough known about the COVID injection. I mean, I know a lot of people who seem to get cancer
From a reaction to it.
Well, you don't know. You can't prove that.
Well,
nothing's been proven with that.
They don't want you to...
But it just seems a bit odd that lots of people...
Yeah, but they don't want you to know the reactions from... They never told you the full extent of how it can cause this and how it can cause that.
No, I agree.
All they said that it helps you stop you from getting the virus. And it actually injecting you with a virus.
And I think the worst thing about that, there was no need for the lockdown, was there?
No.
So what's that saying, really? That says it all, doesn't it, really?
And I bet you any one of these people who put these injections out, have they had the jab? Take the Prime Minister, has he had the jab?
Yeah, he did have it on TV.
Oh, he had it,
yeah,
did
he had
he?
it on TV.
What about the one before him then?
I don't know about the one before him, but I know Boris had it at the time.
But me personally, I'm not having them sticking no stuff in me, man. If I don't need it, I've got no need for it. You know, my immune system's really good. Max will tell you how strong it is.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
I've got an abnormally freakishly
brilliant.
strong immune system. I've caught things and they've only lasted not even a day. Just a matter of a few hours and it's gone.
I mean, I can only speak from my own experiences. And I mean, I had COVID and I was so glad that I'd had the injection.
I've had it 6 times.
You know, because it really knocked me about. And I thought, well, how would I be without it?
I mean,
but we don't know, do we? We don't know whether we'd have been the same
And
without the jab.
I really have. I've had it 6 times. I've had the virus 6 times from when it first came out. Even the year, I reckon, before it actually said the COVID virus is out was in 2020. I had it. I reckon I had it towards the end of 2019,
Yeah.
and I was very unwell.
Yeah, because you wasn't unwell before or anything like that.
No, I
was you?
wasn't.
You wasn't. You
No.
wasn't an ill person, was
Even
you?
my nephew Dale, bless him, he caught it, and even he said he had the same symptoms as me.
I mean,
yeah.
they weren't very nice, were they, the symptoms?
No, it's not nice. I'll tell you
But
that.
you know what? There's so many dirty people out there.
I totally agree with that.
You go into toilets, nobody well, not many people are washing their hands, I've noticed lately.
Yep.
And I think you're going out there and all your germs are going on everything. And also spitting. That's a big no-no.
That's the most disgusting thing ever.
And there's more people, if you notice, you probably will notice more now I've said it, spitting as they're walking along. What's all that about?
Me and Matt can give them dirty looks.
Absolutely
We really
disgusting. You know, it's... I don't want their germs.
No.
You know, it's... Oh, just the thought.
And we do, don't we? We give them funny looks. So that's a disgusting habit.
I mean, I've started now in the toilet saying, "Oh, thanks for washing your hands." And they just look, they don't say anything because they know they're in the wrong.
Yeah.
I know they're in the wrong.
Yeah, when I see guys go to the toilet, so they just go to the toilet and look out and go straight past. I'll just shake my head. I really do.
That's causing, germs in itself.
That's how the germs build, multiply and spread.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people out there, man? And they don't believe in any personal hygiene.
And do you know what, as well, when there seems to be something else happening, like the wars in other countries, they go quiet about it, don't they?
They do, yes.
They don't speak about it, you don't hear about it.
No.
We know it's still supposed to be out there. But they don't speak about it because something else more... what's the word I'm looking for? More appropriate for news, I suppose, now. Because it's old school, isn't it? Now?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you now, I will still refuse to have the flu jab and the COVID jab. And I will refuse that until the day I physically leave this world. They're not sticking that rubbish in me, I'm sorry. As long as I know my immune system's good, and I'll still keep doing my things that I do to help keep myself as healthy as possible for as long as I live.
And I mean, I understand as well, there's a lot of people out there, they've got vulnerable people in the family, they've got no choice but to have stuff, have they? You know, they have to have it, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, children and everybody have to have it. But you are right, it's your choice, isn't it, at the end of the day? You're either for it or you're against it. You don't want it.
I'm totally against it.
But because there's no proof out there that it causes this, that and the other,
Exactly.
you've got no argument with it, have you, really?
Well, there probably is, but they won't declare it. And this is the true thing with scientists who create these new vaccines. They say, this wonder drug will do this. Take this slimming injection, the fat loss injection. There is a bad side effect of that. Because people don't realise.
Well, a few people have actually passed away because of that, young people.
Yeah.
Because of that jab. And it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? You know, what you're putting in your body. You are who you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, you want to lose weight, then just work out.
Yeah, and when you think about it,
properly.
these injections are foreign bodies. What does that say to you in that word? Foreign bodies.
Yeah.
So are they truly made for the human body? Makes you think, doesn't it?
Nobody will ever know, will they, really?
And the trouble is, who's making the money out of these injections when they put them out in bulk? The government.
And it's like all the medications you take. The doctors are getting money for that. They're not thinking, oh, we could do this like holistically if you wanted to. And the more medication they give you, the worse you seem to be. Because it's building up one thing after the other.
They call it stacking.
Yeah.
It's called stacking process. It builds the blockers on top of one another. And the thing is, right,
Start rattling. You start rattling.
Yeah, of course. Excuse me, my poor mother, bless her. She was on a lot of medication. She really was. She had to have this pill for that pill and that one pill for that pill and another pill to help the other pill, and And then before she passed as well, she had the COVID jab.
Mm.
It was about 3 months before she passed.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Does make you wonder.
And it's the same thing that happened with my five people who I knew who all had their jabs, their COVID jabs, because they were 3 months later, they passed away.
Yeah.
5 people, you know.
It does make
I
you
don't know
wonder.
how many more people, because we don't know about the people. Or
I
the
mean, people you don't see now and that, they may have, mightn't they? You just
Yeah.
don't know.
And I can understand if these people had ailments. None that I know had any. It's kind of funny how they passed 3 months after they had the
And if
jab.
you mention it, like on comments or anything, it's always, well, they might have had an underlying
ailment problem.
ailment that
But the
nobody
ones that
knew
I know,
about,
they
but you
didn't.
don't know, do you?
They were very healthy people.
You really don't know. But it'd be interesting to know, yeah, what you think about that.
If you, for our subscribers, or for those of you who watch the videos who haven't subscribed as yet, please leave in the comments below if you know of anyone. You know, there's someone in your family, people, close friends who have passed because of this so-called jab.
Well, any medication really,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to know about, really. The younger ones, so you probably won't even think about stuff like that, or you shouldn't be.
You shouldn't do.
Because you should be healthy by, that young age. But the older you get, the more they seem to want to pump down.
Yeah,
And it does make you wonder, is it because of this?
yeah. It's like when I turned 55, I had my first notification from the GP saying that I have to have regular bowel cancer tests every 2 years, is it?
Yeah.
Every 2 years for the rest of my life. That was a bit weird in knowing that. So I've had 2 already, haven't I?
I mean, I agree with stuff like that, because
Yeah.
it's like, if anything is there, they'll find it, won't they?
yeah,
Or
of
they
course,
should do.
of course, yeah.
They should do.
Mm.
So it's like the prevention, really.
So touch wood, both
It's
tests
a-
I've had come up good, positive.
I mean, anything that's wrong with you, really, without medication, why go to the doctors? Because that's all they're there for. Is to prescribe, really. They're not miracle makers, are they?
I mean, there's people who you know who have had the COVID jabs, and these people have had a reaction, kind of had problems in relation to it
Yeah.
afterwards.
There is.
That's weird.
But if your body can't take, and I mean that was man-made, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they didn't really know whether it was going to work. I mean, they said themselves, didn't they? They was
Yeah.
going to kill us all off,
Yeah.
basically.
That's why they're not stick no injection in me. Even if they got some kind of to enforce it, I will still refuse.
I mean, to be honest, I had it. I had all of them because I had to, really. I've got no choice. Well, I had got a choice, but if I'd have got it, I wouldn't have survived it. So, if I'd have got it badly, and when I did have it, I was so ill. So,
I'm still not having it
it's
anyway.
one of them, innit? You haven't got to have it, have you?
No,
Sure,
you know, I
I've
have
got
no
to.
injection in my body. No.
I mean,
way.
lots of people probably do agree with it and they want it. Well, that's their right.
Well, we do. There's people who are
Yeah.
for it.
Lots of
I'm
people who don't want it.
I'm
Again,
so against it.
that's their right,
Yeah, I'm so against it though, and I always will be.
You can't put your rights onto people, can you, really?
No.
What you think. And
Exactly, I know. But we're doing this because of my own personal experience. I'm not saying you to refuse to have it. All I'm saying is I personally chose not to have the
Yeah.
COVID
And
injection.
I mean, it's still out there, isn't it?
Yeah,
According
so
to
they
the
say.
government.
So they
But,
say.
do you believe anything the government say anymore? Because I don't.
I don't believe no blasted governments. I don't care.
I don't believe
I've never have believed
anything
them.
they say no
No.
more. And I never will.
No. Don't.
I never will.
No.
Lots of people say things behind people's backs. But they don't say it to the right people.
Exactly.
So nothing's ever going to get cleared. Nothing's ever going to get done.
And this is why we do these kind of videos.
Yeah.
Let's talk about whatever the
Yeah.
subject may be. So
Exactly.
you never know who's watching our videos. Or you'll probably share it with someone in connection to blah blah this and blah blah that. And they'll probably say, well, check it out, look at this video. this couple here, they're talking about, let's talk about, and whatever it is.
It's like painkillers. Before I can even go out the door, I'm rattling on with painkillers. Then I'm not really enjoying being out because I'm tired.
Yeah, because of the medication
Because
really
of the
saps your strength.
medication. But to go out, you've got to take this medication, otherwise you can't go out.
Yeah.
You know, not at all, really. And it's not nice.
No.
But again, that's medication. What do you do, really? What can you do? There's nothing you can do, is there, really?
No.
Nothing you can do.
But I will still refuse the COVID jab and the flu jab, no matter what. I still will. Because my body tells me that it's fine. And it does. It tells me that I feel like I'm in harmony with myself.
I think you should. I think you should trust your own body.
Yeah, trust your own body.
If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. It's definitely not right. If something doesn't feel right, you know, in your heart and your mind that should I be doing this? And you know that you shouldn't. But you know, whatever you believe in, whatever you do, whether it's crystal healing, Reiki, whatever, always still go to a GP.
Yeah.
You know, things are not miracle cures, and you could be missing something, really.
And what it boils down to is lifestyle, first and foremost. And we'll always say this.
Yeah.
We don't smoke or take any drugs or anything like that, or drink alcohol. We don't do anything. People ask, well, have you always been like that? No, of course. Up in the past, yeah, quite a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, because we've both been young.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we know what life's about.
Yeah. Maxine's been teetotal longer than me. I've been teetotal now, properly. About 6 years, 7 years. About 6, 7 years now.
21, mate.
21 years. And the smoking and stuff like that has been, for me, was...
Oh, it's been a while with me, long
It's
while.
been about 4 years now, 5 years.
Or longer than that for me.
Longer.
Yeah.
So, about near enough 6 years, I'd say. It's got to be.
And you know, when you stop doing these things, you wonder why you did it.
Yeah.
Because you start to feel so much better.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm glad I stopped all that.
Yeah.
I feel like a different person. I feel a much more powerful person from the inside of my own body.
But the problem is you're not just ruining yourself, you're ruining your family as
Yeah,
well.
everybody around you. It causes a knock-on
You don't
effect.
see that at the time.
No, you
This
wouldn't,
is the
though,
sad
would you?
thing. You don't
think,
see it.
oh, I'm enjoying this high and all. And then you don't know what people are actually saying behind your back because of the way...
I mean, you think
they
as
live.
well, don't you? You're a long time dead, you should be enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
but there's
See?
different ways of enjoying yourself.
Exactly. You get one chance in life.
We enjoy ourselves doing healthy things every day.
Meditation, we
Yeah.
do a lot of.
Yeah.
We do a lot of that. And people who speak to us about meditation struggle with it because people who think they meditate, I'm telling you now, I'm speaking the truth here, they don't meditate properly. Because if you find out the proper way of meditating, it's a lot harder than it looks and than it sounds. Because you have to go to a place when you do it.
It takes years to
It really
meditate
does take
properly.
years to be able to...
Many years to be
Yeah.
able to meditate properly. But there's no harm in learning.
Yeah.
You know, there's no harm in learning how to meditate properly. And the benefits that you get from it,
Are astronomical.
they're fantastic.
It's helped to wake up
Yeah.
my inner body.
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
I'll tell you what I feel like. I feel so activated, so switched on.
I feel whole.
Yeah. Definitely feel whole. And my chi, my energy, it speaks volumes now, and it really does, more than I've ever thought it would have. I always thought when I started on this journey to get to where I am now, will I ever be able to cultivate my chi?
And he can.
Oh boy, and
You can.
beyond my wildest dreams, let's put it this way. Beyond my wildest dreams. Even strangers respond to it, and it freaks them out. And it really does. I always say, wow, how do you do that? How do I do it?
But you know, it's a protection thing as well.
Yeah.
Because when we've been in Birmingham and you can see them about to come over to you.
Mm.
And you look at them and they decide not to, don't they?
Mm.
So that there's something in it. There's got to be. There really has got to be. You can't become a prisoner in your own home because of other people.
Oh gosh, I was there close at one point in my life to become my own prisoner. I was almost my own jailer.
Mm. And I mean, the government caused a lot of people not being able to go out.
No, they did. They definitely
All of
caused
a
a lot.
sudden, like, oh, nobody can go out and you've got to wear a mask.
And what were they doing?
What was they doing? They was partying in the garden, is what they was doing. But that's had a knock-on effect with people because it's caused a lot of anxiety in people.
Anxiety.
People don't want to go out. Well, yeah, it's an
Yeah,
understatement.
and there were some horrific things that had happened.
Yes, you know, I think lately as well, which is another subject, but like, there's been a lot of suicidal things.
Yeah, because in
which
relation
they're
to
not
it.
reporting because, again, they don't want to frighten people.
Of course they don't.
But you know what? They don't have to frighten people. The government are doing it on their own.
They do.
They really are. You know, with lack of money that they keep taking off people. That they are petrifying people, aren't they?
They
Just
are.
like they did in the COVID. You know, so it's a vicious circle, basically.
It is. It is.
With everything.
Mm.
I do think, especially with the young ones as well during COVID, teenagers were supposed to take their exams, weren't they?
Yeah, no.
And they couldn't do it
No.
until it was safe.
Yeah.
And yet, there they are, all mixing in with each other in Parliament.
Mm.
You know, and even one was off seeing his fancy woman during COVID. Yet
Yeah.
we was all supposed to sit in.
But yeah, getting back to this video, yeah, COVID itself as a whole, the injections in particular, and I will keep refusing that injection, and I really will, because there's no need for me to have it. But yes, again, in the comments below of this video, please tell us your experiences through it
Yeah.
and what you think of it as well.
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest and open.
Be honest. Have you had the COVID vaccination? Haven't you have it? Have you?
Yep.
Did you refuse to have it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's all these things. We're playing Russian roulette, aren't we? Really,
We definitely are
with
with that
everything
thing.
at the moment. We
We
really
are.
are in our lives.
Mm.
Playing Russian roulette.
Mm.
Whatever injection or medication you're gonna
Yep.
have to take, it's always going to be Russian roulette.
Yep.
And nobody's going to be held up for it, are they? You know,
No,
if something
nobody
goes
won't be
wrong.
held accountable for it. They
No.
certainly won't.
They certainly won't.
Mm. So ending it there, my dear.
Mhm.
You think that's we've covered that well? on
I
that
think
subject?
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing else really, is there,
Mhm. But yeah,
to talk about?
I'm not having that injection, never. Period. Anyway, again, thank you everybody who's new to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscription button and hit the notification bell, so every time when we upload content, you will be guaranteed when we do. Every week, may not be every day, but every week.
Andrew always puts something on every day though,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have a look at.
And thank you for our martial arts people who've been liking the videos. Yeah, again, what I do with what I put in, I just put whatever I want to do. That's the level I'm at now. And again, thank you to be nominated, and I think I know who the person is, Mr. Boland, for my award for Top Martial Artist of the Year at the UK Martial Arts Show and Hall of Fame. Thank you again.
Got
for
a
that.
great choice there, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Really do appreciate it. I'm just me at the end of the day. That's it. So yeah, like, comments, share the video, share the channel, tell everybody about us. Because again, and I've always said this on videos, we are who we say we are. Straight down the middle of life. We don't sway here, we don't sway there. We're straight down the middle. Keep it balanced. Don't we just?
We do.
Okay, and ending on that. Thank you.
Namaste,
Namaste, everybody. Namaste. And most importantly, please stay safe. please stay safe out there in that world of ours. Please stay safe.
Stay safe and have a brilliant week.
Yes, have a brilliant week. And if you're over here in the UK, enjoy the lovely weather because it may change tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to have a lot of heavy showers.
Heavy showers. A little bit of thunder from what they're saying.
The rest of the week's supposed to be okay.
If they get it right, because sometimes they're doing the don't over here in the UK. Excuse me. But yeah, thank you again, and be good, be kind, and think of others. And let's keep that chi of life. Let's keep it always and forever flowing. Let's feel that chi, everybody. I want to know when you feel my energy. Just feel that energy. Because I know my sister recently said she could feel the heat of my hands. She really could. Just let me know if you can feel it too. Thank you.